On this week's episode of the 365 Message Center Show, we're talking about the new planner loop component coming out very, very soon. Collaborative meeting notes in Teams Mobile. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And sticking with Teams, we're combining the emojis, GIFs, and stickers into one icon. Let's roll it.
You did do it as a header.
I did.
You did.
I threw it as a loop. That was a special gift for you.
Oh, thank you. A special gift for me?
Pun intended.
Right. Well, welcome back, everyone. Daniel and I were talking about whether or not the emoji consolidation thing, which we'll talk about a bit later, was worth being a message in the lineup, and he put it in there with the headlines. I'm so touched. Was that a birthday present for me?
It definitely was. Everyone wish Daryl a belated happy birthday. Happy birthday now. I can hear the masses singing happy birthday to you. So thank you everyone for being here to celebrate Daryl's birthday this past weekend-ish. So how are you, Daryl? You're old. I mean, older. Sorry.
I'm old, yeah. That's about it. A year older, yeah. No, it's been good. We're coming into spring. We're looking forward to the warmer days. Looking forward to summer. Yeah, that's good part of the world right now.
Okay. We, in my part of the world, are looking forward to cooler weather. This past few days have been cooler and a breeze. It's been fantastic. Looking forward to fall. So, I don't know what you're smoking, but fall is the best season. So, thank you everyone for being here. We do have some interesting messages, and I think we should just get into it. Before we do that, make sure you're following us on all the socials at 365MCS. Hit us up. We'd love to have a conversation. In fact, we've had some of those here lately. People just asking questions on the video, in YouTube, asking questions or asking questions on LinkedIn and having conversation there. So love it. Ping us, let us know what you think, or if you have questions or whatever. We'd love to be part of that conversation. At least definitely. I would. I know Daryl's gotten older, so this past week, so he may.
So I might forget who you are, even though your name's right there by your comment.
That's right.
How old do you think I am, man?
Make sure you give us a thumbs up, okay, on this message or on this video, so you're throwing me for a loop.
This message.
Speaking of loop, we'll get to that. But first up, everyone, we're having too much fun. First up, let's talk about unique join links, please, sir.
Yeah, generate unique join links for external presenters so they can easily join events. MC675281. It is what it sounds like. It's actually a good thing. And I think that particularly in scenarios like where you're inviting people who don't have M365 accounts and they rely on this link to get them into the event, this is going to ensure that they come through with the presenter role, that it is unique to you, so it's not like you can share it out and people can use it to all come in as presenters. It's going to be good. They do, Daniel, as you pointed out, really interestingly, this is not a Teams premium feature. Just so you know, you don't have to pay extra for this. It is something that you will enjoy. Here's what it looks like. External presenters, you add people to that box, and they will get a unique link sent to their email address. I think, I would have found that useful today. Sending that to a person who was going to be a presenter from Gmail.
Maybe you should, convert them using Google products. Ugh.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like this email that they're in the message is showing, what the email is going to look like for them. It's very.
Oh no, that's not the email. That's the Teams meeting invite when you're setting up a meeting or webinar. Yeah.
No, this is the email they receive when you put them in that external. This is the email that they're going to receive.
Further down, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah. So this goes back to that plan where I was going to share my screen, but we chose not to. We've already shot ourselves in the foot. Sorry, people. We changed our production workflow. Complete distraction.
It's fine. So
what
email,
Daryl is showing you now.
What Daryl is showing you at the bottom of the message is the email that they receive. And what I was going to say is this is very comparable to other systems, other webinar tools that I have used and received emails and said, this is your unique link, don't share this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, this is very comparable and I like it.
Yep. And the theming of that, I think, is the theming a premium feature? I think that is. Yeah, anyway. So the email header and logo for the event. Regardless of that, that's not what this message is about. It's about we're having fun, all right. This is definitely about the unique join. So secure method, more inclusive method. Invite your friends to be your presenters. And they'll have a unique link. This is standard release will begin to roll out late October. Expect complete early November. And for GCC, late October. Expect early November. The same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, we'll call it out that way. All right. Let's think of a really clever segue for the next one. Daniel, I hear that collaborative notes are quite a useful thing within the Teams experience. Where are they arriving next? Okay,
that's a decent segue. Collaborative notes on Teams Mobile, MC674980. That's right. We're going to be able to, within Teams Mobile, participate in taking notes in collaborative notes. And we all know, because we are part of a wonderful, large family here at the podcast. All of you already know, because we talked about it, that this is a loop component, right? And you'll even see it when you're looking at collaborative notes. So the bringing and making this available in Teams Mobile, and right away I could think about, how would you use this? And think about, I'm on my mobile, whether I had to join a meeting, because I'm on the go. And so all I have is my phone, and I could take notes now in the collaborative notes. Also, what if you go to a meeting in person? I know there's those brave souls who are not working from home and actually putting up with seeing people in person. Going into a meeting and I don't have my laptop, or I don't have anything but my phone, and maybe that's intentional too. Now it could be intentional, and you can take notes on your phone. Now, some people will probably think you're.
But are you taking notes?
Right? Are you taking notes, or are you?
Oh yeah, I'm taking notes.
So
I'm choosing an emoji.
Right. So it is. I think this is a good functionality, don't you, Daryl? I mean, I think there is use cases for this and bringing it to mobile.
So what I'm showing on screen, as I've scrolled down to that first image, we might be in a meeting on our mobile or in a call and seeing whatever's displayed on screen or someone's video. It's that tray that we bring up where we can choose an emoji or reactions, and the notes button allows us to launch the collaborative notes experience. Looks like it goes open to a page, because Daniel, in that second image, you've got the arrow at the top left-hand corner, which means that's your way to get back to the meeting. So it's not like you're going to see meeting content at the same time as taking your notes. I think this would be something you'd go, right, I'm listening in, I'm going to take that note, I'm going to just check what's on the agenda, I'm going to switch back to see the content.
Yeah, and remember, not all meetings have content. Some meetings is just faces talking about things. And so, depending on the situation, it might make sense. Yes, it'll take up full screen, it looks like, which kind of makes sense. So, I feel like that while you're in a meeting, it makes sense. I think while you're in a coffee shop and you've joined in, you called in and you're like, oh, I've just popped in for a coffee and I forgot I had a meeting, whatever. And you're on your mobile and you're taking notes. I think it's a perfect use case for that. Absolutely.
Hey, it's also something that you'll be able to get to after the meeting. So we're seeing screenshots here of it in a current running meeting. Right. But you'll be able to go back to the meeting details, go into the recap area, and you'll be able to see the meeting notes.
Absolutely. So this will be rolling out early October. Expect to complete by late October in the standard release. So excited about that. Yeah. Up next, let's, maybe we can have a planner board to track all of our messages. We can do that, actually. You can sync from the message center to planner. Let's throw that in Loop. Can we do that?
We could. We could. If we were in the same organization. Right. Whole other different topic.
Right.
But being able to, or rather, releasing the Planner Loop component MC675280 is something we saw a hint of in it was a project event, webinar thing that was like a few months back. Yeah. It was just lightly hinted at. And then we saw, so Planner you'll be able to bring into places which support Loop. So this will be a way of bringing in your task and project management alongside your other collaboration that happens in a workspace. You've got a lot more options in terms of working with the tasks because you'll be able to use your cards in the board view of the Loop component. I must say I have been using it already, and it seems like if you would like to do that too, and you're on private preview, then for some reason they've given you those details, but I'll leave it to that. It will be available in late September and complete by early October. What it will do is, or rather to get started, it'll be as simple as taking a URL to a existing plan, dropping it into the Loop page, and then it will throw that embed around and it will give you the board view. I'll save the other details for a video coming up. But yeah, it is
teasing
available.
Us.
I know, I'm teasing you. There is some good, useful, more information. Let's see, additional information. It probably goes through to, it's the help and support one. Let's have a look. I'm hovering over the links. That's the one I want to go to. Help and support. This will give you a view of what it will look like and what you can do with it. So do take a gander through that if this is going to be of interest. And the other links will tell you about how to disable it.
Of course.
Which comes back to the great cloud policies that we can use to either disable it for a whole org or scope it down to just certain people in a security group. But there you have it. Daniel, you like to use Planner for managing tasks?
I do. I think really projects, it's good for projects for smaller, it seems like projects because of things like not having dependencies, like not having some of that kind of refined, but I do like it for projects, and I really want to use it for personal as well, and that is something that we talked about offline before we started that was noted in the socials that would be coming. It's on the roadmap now, having personal boards, which is interesting. I don't know the timing on when we get that, but I'm excited about that as well because I'd love to do, I also don't. So keeping track of I love that my tasks show up when I flag an email message, for instance, or whatever. When you get those cool, tasks showing up in to do when you're in a collaborative meeting notes and someone adds a task for you, right? You get that. But I don't think it does a great job of the way I want to manage my task. And I think Planner would do that. Now, how it's going to hook up to all that, I don't know. Who knows? But I feel like it would be nice, a nice improvement. So I'm looking forward to it.
I know a lot of people have been asking for a Kanban style of managing their tasks, that the task list component doesn't really cut it in that sense. And while it does create a planner, it's off, in the Planner app. But now we'll be able to bring it back in.
Yeah.
So this will work for existing plans as well. And I think parting comment here before I talk about dates again is you'll want to make sure that the people who need to see the plan in your Loop experience also have access to the plan itself. They're independent things. Your Planner plan is tied to a Microsoft 365 group, and you need to have permission to see that. And maybe the audience sitting over in the Loop workspace is different, so consider that too, that if people need to see it, they'll need to be a member of the plan as well. So just a reminder, it's rolling out late September in production and expected to be complete by early October. Moving along to well, no, I'll leave this for you to do it in near real time, Daniel.
Okay. I was like, how are you going to do this transition?
I just the idea came to me in near real time.
Teams calendar, near real time sync calendar sync with Outlook calendar. MC674974.
You got to say it. Come on, you got to say it. How many times?
How many times can you say sync and calendar? Actually, calendar is 3 times here. So this quick message, but what kind of got me was the title, for obvious reasons, I hope.
Clearly.
but the thing we haven't talked about that is the near real time. So they're making a good attempt to sync your Teams calendar and your Outlook calendar, meaning when you do something in one, the other will reflect that. And I actually experienced this. I got this already. It's rolling out mid-September, which is nowish, and I actually got it, I think, because I changed something in Outlook. I was actually doing some calendar categorizations of meetings, and then I was like, I had Teams up on the screen both at the same time, and I looked at it and go, oh, is it going to sync? And then there it was. I was like, oh, that's almost real time. Okay, I didn't say that.
Near real time.
Near real time, folks. But anyway, we kid. This is great because one of my biggest problems with Teams is calendars. It just is. It is not, and it hasn't been for me. It hasn't been what it needs to be for it to be my full-time calendar app in Teams. It just hasn't. And I don't, this isn't going to tip the scale to where I'm going to now switch to Teams fully, but maybe now I can look at my Teams calendar and go, oh, I know that the things that are in my calendar and Outlook are here, right? And I can have confidence in that. So rolling out mid-September, finished that rollout in mid-October. So it is taking about a month to roll out, which is kind of
so not near real time.
Not
for the rollout.
Right. So for that standard release. So yeah, this is great. I think it's helpful. I'm really looking forward to when we don't have to talk about the differences between the two, but because I would really love to stay in Teams and not have to switch, to Outlook. But anyway,
nah, I'll never get rid of Outlook. Nah.
Well, there's a conversation we can have there about, well, where's our email? And email can't die. Some people want it to die, but it can't. So we're always going to be having, Outlook. But That's a conversation for maybe another video. Maybe we'll do. Some people would use different emojis to describe their experience with calendars in the past. One particular...
Oh, that's a reaction.
No, yeah. Maybe it would be a heart emoji, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a brown... Anyway.
The chocolate ice cream one?
Right. Let's talk about the consolidation of our reactions in Teams, basically.
Right. Yeah. Teams-Emojis, GIFs, stickers, unified in one picker. It's sticker and picker. Oh, I didn't notice that before. MC674737. You know how at the moment, Daniel, we might want to express ourselves in the modern hieroglyphics called emojis or GIFs. And we have 3 different buttons to choose what we would like. That's all coming together under one. You'll still use the smiley face, and it will come up and it will show you I guess you could say, catalog of it. Now, there are a few images. I'm going to skip down to the second one because that's where I think they should have started. This is the all view. So when you click on that smiley face, you're going to see, and I actually see this now in Teams 2.0, that all, you can see an emoji. Maybe, I don't know if those are the first row are a representation of what you've recently chosen. That would be nice.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, because those would be common ones. Are just my go-tos. Because I actually use the thanks one a lot because I'm always asking people to do stuff for me.
See, thankful. We learn a lot about you.
I don't do any work. I ask people to do stuff for me, yeah. Your GIFs, your stickers. I don't use stickers much. But that's the all view, and then you'll have a tab for each of those other things. So if you want to get into the various different types of emoji or the GIFs or the stickers, it'll just be a tab. GIFs. I don't know, wow, there's quite a few screenshots on this, isn't there, to really demonstrate all this. But there is nothing you need to do to prepare apart from be prepared for just one button to find all of those things that you might use to express yourself. The standard release is rolling out October 2023, early October, complete late November. Look, I don't want to read through the rest of them. You can read them. Okay, it's a feature. It's going to arrive.
That's our new mantra for the show. Is we don't want to read this to you. You read it. We'll just sit here.
Hey, Copilot, just read it to them. But yeah, no, that's far more fun. Isn't that interesting though? Like, we've read a message today which only had standard rollout, and this one, the most important one this is our headline.
Well, this is why it's our headline, because they broke it out. Right, yeah, because they really wanted us to know when National Security Tenant was getting the consolidated emoji and sticker and
GIFs.
And GIFs, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask someone from any of these important services and these highly secure and important tenants, can you tell us how frequently you use emoji or GIFs or even stickers in your communications? You can write to Daniel at 365MCS, and he'll respond to you with an emoji.
Oh, for sure, he will definitely do that. So are you basically? I'm done. For those people, you're not getting it until next year anyway. So you're going to have your separated.
And you'll be listening. You're assigned to social media duty for a good 4 to 6 months, Daniel.
Okay, got it.
Yep. But I mean, you could be a hero about it too, and
yes, a hero. Microsoft Viva Hero image for Viva Connections mobile. MC674735. So some people don't even know this. You can change in the Viva Home, which is the default experience for Viva Connections. Now, you can change that to a SharePoint site that you want to use as your home. But the Viva Home, There's the kind of a little bit of colorful faded thing background at the top, and that which is the hero image. Sometimes people call that as the banner image. You can change that. You can click edit if you have permissions. You can edit that and choose an image. Now, it's not a vivid and vibrant picture. It's faded and because they want to protect the text over that image so people can read it. I get that because you want for accessibility reasons and everything else. But what this is talking about is you're going to be able to view that image now in Viva Connections Mobile. So when you go and look at your dashboard in Viva Connections, you're going to see it. You're going to see. So it brings a little bit of a personalization touch. You know, if your company has that brand information there, you're going to see it in mobile. So, yeah, very quick message. You know, and I think
it is.
And I think for people who spend time and want this to be, you know, kind of unique for their organization, then of course they're going to want it on mobile. So it's a good thing. It is rolling out.
The thing is that, Daniel, like, the image isn't going to show much.
No. It's subtle. It's subtle. It's not here's a image and, you know, it's very subtle. It really is. But yeah. So it's rolling out late September and going to be finished by early October. So it's a fast one rolling out for everyone. One thing I do want to note, and you mentioned this at the earlier message, a lot of our messages only have one rollout time. We made a big deal about when they split these things out before, right? When they made a big deal about, okay, it's in preview or targeted release versus standard release, and we make a big, that's great. But a lot of our messages this week didn't do that, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe it's just some of the stuff that is. Well, I mean, most of them say there is nothing you need to do to prepare.
I don't.
But
it's very few and far between that we actually get a message that says, "Oh, you need to do something, my friend. You need to do something to prepare for this." Other than notify your users, of course. So.
Yeah, I count so far 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 that are just one rollout time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you needed to stick around for that, everyone. But this is the end for the week.
Indeed.
Wow, that sounds final. It is, I guess.
It's the beginning. It's the beginning of the week, but it's end of our episode here for this week.
For the week.
This was episode, what is it?
302.
302. Absolutely wonderful. Please make sure you share the episode. We have had a drop in the sharing that I've seen. So how about this week we pick it up and do some sharing? So share out the episode, please, so that everybody you know sees it. Hey, what?
Did we announce the winner of the ESPC ticket?
We absolutely did. Really. I mean, we kind of did. So,
but not on the show.
Not on the show. We everyone knows we ran a contest for a 3-day pass to ESPC, and we had a giveaway. Hey, everybody, had all these things to do, and most of the things you are already doing, listening and watching. But we did. We picked a winner. It ran through last week, I think it was. And Dario won. Been in communication with Dario, and Dario's going to attend, so it's going to be awesome. I'll get to meet Dario there, because I'll be there, so it's going to be fantastic. So really excited.
You're going to have to cover him in our stickers, just so that he knows.
I am going to bring stickers and just...
That's right. He didn't know this, but he was agreeing to be a walking billboard for our show.
It's going to be great. No, it's going to be awesome. So
you got the mascot suit ready, right?
That's right. I'm not wearing it. Dario has to wear it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's right. That's all
right. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to this episode. I hope you had fun. We had fun, so I hope you had fun along with us. And until next time, have a great and fantastic week.
Bye for now.